What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the expansion series here on the channel. We've got the draft here for season number 2. I'm ready for this one. We are entering the draft as the Orlando Sun Sox. Last time we entered in as the Saucers. The game won't allow you to have 2 users in a draft, so it's my turn. It's my turn to shine. So how the draft is going to work, guys, we do have patrons, we do have YouTube channel members that want to get their players into the game. So based on position, once they submitted a player based on position, that is where they're going to go. And once they have a player inside this series, that is their lone player. That's it. They don't get another one for season 2, season 3, season 4, so on and so forth. So we do have some custom guys going to be replacing these 2 players right here, Greg Woodson for the Royals and Jack Senzel for the Diamondbacks. So again, by position, those custom players will replace those guys. So where the Diamondbacks took a pitcher, it's got to be Bellamy Bloodworth, who's also a starting pitcher. We decided to take Brody Boatwright, which is an outfielder. We had the option to take David Von David, 275 overall A potential players. He's a first baseman. We didn't need a first baseman. We had James Sandage, if you guys have seen the minor league updates. So we take Brody Boatwright, outfielder. Love his skill set, love what he brings to the table. Now this guy, Lloyd Hayden, going to the Rockies, he gets to stay as Lloyd Hayden, since we don't have any catchers that were submitted.
Tungsten Arm O'Doyle?
It's a great name, man. So that's who the Tigers are going to get. And we see that James Grissom falls again into that category where he's a CPU guy. He gets to stay the CPU guy. Now for you guys, we have some patrons up on the board, but your team takes a pitcher. Actually, the number 1 overall rated prospect in all of the draft, he falls to number 7. How do you feel about that?
He fell to me.
We don't have another pitcher, so, I mean, you could have taken a patron at that point, but are you going to keep this guy?
Yeah. I was considering David Von David, but we already have the corner infield set. And the other option was McKnight.
Yeah. Shortstop, which you eventually would get.
Oh, spoiler.
Yeah, a little spoiler there. Reason for that being, you guys would basically focus on a lot of the pitching, but he just kept falling and falling and falling. Like we see Jeremy Warren, a second baseman, being taken by Philadelphia, but even after that, there were still no shortstops being taken. So that guy's just kind of fallen. A 70 overall B potential guy.
Well, you're looking at Pedro Meza. You definitely want a relief pitcher with elite closer level stuff.
Oh, I mean, we just need arms. We need bodies. We need guys with some stuff. He seems like he'd be a good fit, but you know, that's 65 to 99 potential. I don't know how, like, where that's gonna fall. But I was also looking at this guy, like Bryant Kendrick, 74-93. I felt like those numbers made a little bit more sense. Like, he's not gonna be below a 74. So I felt kind of confident in that. He's a 4-year junior. We got more tape on him than we do probably Meza. So we're gonna go with the starting pitcher, Bryant Kendrick. I also kind of like what he brings to the table with his size and whatnot. And then you were actually talking in my ear while the draft was going on. You're like, take Kendrick, take another guy, because you wanted Meza.
Well, I guess he's becoming McKnight, is my understanding.
Or this guy, Elroy McGowan. Like, do you think this guy's 18?
No.
He's lying about
he looks
who he
about
is.
34 to me.
Let's just make that guy McKnight, okay? So our next pick here in the competitive balance round B, we're again looking at some pitchers. We got Ruben Deal. I was kind of looking at him a little bit too. I'm not too impressed with the future numbers there either. They were decent, but I'm looking for another guy like that really stands out to me. Like Campaneris seems like he would be an interesting cat. You got Guerrero here, but he's got 58 to 77. Again, those could fluctuate based on the percentage scouted, which we only have really about 10 to 5% going on. But James Walsh is very interesting to me because the power numbers are 94 to 80, I think that number was.
Well,
but
what about
you were talking to me about that guy too. Keep an eye out on Tunic here a little bit later. So we do take Walsh, or Welsh. And then we got Doug Tunic here. Still available, but look at his numbers, man. The present at 5% scouted, power against righties is a 9. Okay, that's what it could be.
He's got to be... he has to do something well.
At sucking?
Why would he be rated where he is?
Well, Jim Farron is the guy that we're going to go after. We're going to get a relief pitcher here. You guys are up now.
I would have drafted Tunic, but I guess we'll draft Rick Delviar.
Yeah, why not? 18 years old, relief pitcher. Seems like a good ad for you guys. So we're almost done with the draft. Round number 4. Where are we looking here? Where are we looking? Is this Tunic time?
Cuba. You're going to Cuba.
Andreas Mitre, guy that I really like,
He's
man.
from the land of California.
I like him. He's 18. He could be a project type of player. Even if he's a low overall, that's okay. We just need more. We need more juice. We need more athleticism. He looked like he had some decent speed too. But you talked me into it. We're gonna draft Doug Tunic.
Something is off about this guy in a good way. 18 years old. He's probably got A potential.
Heck no.
How much you want to bet?
Heck no.
So you took him just to see as an experiment.
Pretty much.
It might be funny.
But the problem is that you actually have to sign him. Because if you don't sign him, you're not able to look at him. So you guys go with relief pitcher again, and this dude is really standing out to me. He's got an 84 to 98 at 10% scouted. The numbers, future and present, aren't quite there for the hitting, but if he's got that much potential, he will grow very, very quickly. We're going to take Jose Mortero in the hopes that he could be something really, really special.
Compared to Doug Tunic.
Compared to that. So just a little recap here. We got Walsh, Mortero, Farron, a relief pitcher. We got Kendrick in round number 2. And then, of course, Brody Boatwright, the outfielder in round number 1. For you guys, where are you going to go now? It's going to be relief pitcher again, isn't it? It's going to be another arm. You went pitcher like heavy in this draft. Reggie Hughes.
Well, we basically destroyed our bullpen in the last video, so it might be smart to kind of retool that and replenish it.
I like this guy, by the way. Chip Horn. He's pretty tall. You got Ed Stiles, who's a lefty. He's a 4-year senior, so you do have a 22-year-old there, but we will take the 18-year-old just because we need some youth. We need some guys that we can build around. I like Chip Horn. Manny Valencia will be your guys' pick, another relief pitcher. And that's it for the draft. So you did nothing other than pitching.
Just about.
But you got the number 1 overall pitcher, number 1 overall player in the draft.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm excited to see what Mel can do.
Mel Cruz. So now, guys, we're just giving you guys an update on how the All-Star stuff looks. Who was elected to the All-Star game? Who was voted, right? Who was in the Home Run Derby? Fortunately, none of our guys were in there. We do have Jake Berger as one of our All-Stars in the NL side. Pitching, we did not get a representative. Go figure that. And as we keep scrolling here on the NL, nobody else there. Pitching-wise for the AL, we have Enyel De Los Santos, former Buffalo Saucer.
Who I think they wanted to be my All-Star initially. But since I got rid of him, I forced them to take Max Stassi.
He goes there by default. He's our All-Star. 10 homers and 40 ribbies. We're good with that. Now, here's a sighting. A rookie, Daniel Oldham, who just got called up. He's got 15 games in, and for the Tigers, he's their lone All-Star because they're so bad. But the NL will beat the AL 7-1.
Jake Berger had 2 homers and 7 ribbies.
Oh, there's no box scores, so we can come up with anything that we want. Yeah, Jake Berger was a man. But now, guys, we're into the signing draft pick phase. So this one's going to go by here pretty quickly, but this is a new thing in the show, and we want to show it to you. Did these guys sign? Are they going to be a part of our organization? So we did get Chip Horn, we did get Jim Farron, and those are our top 3 guys. They're up on our screen to try to increase that interest level to see if they can sign over here. You guys got Mel Cruz, and Chad Bishop looks like he's going to sign with you as well. So good signing there. Now, what are you going to do with your 3rd spot here? You know, you got to look at the interest level. 31%, probably not going to get him. There's not enough time. But
yeah, it's looking dicey.
Now for us, we're just hoping that our number 1 overall draft pick here, Gutierrez, is able to sign, because that's supposed to be Brody Boatwright. That's supposed to be our guy. But Mortero on the other end here is at 50%. We can now offer him a contract, but do I want to do that quite yet? not sure. I don't want to have him decline and then lose the interest. But looking at how much he wants compared to the potential, it's like, whoa, 63%? Like, we might be able to get you here on a pretty cheap deal. Let's just try it. Let's try it. And we do it. We got him. Sweet. That was a steal, man.
Yeah.
That potential rating is a steal.
Oh, the Tigers get rid of Randy at Rosarina.
For not a very good package.
And I put him on there for a reason. To help them.
Yep.
And we get Reggie Hughes.
Good old Reggie. So now we're going to try to break the bank here for Brody Boatwright. That is not Dominique Gutierrez. But we do get Bryant Kendrick, too. So we got the number 1 pick. We got number 2 pick. Doug Tunick, probably not going to get there. And neither is James Walsh. That sucks. So we're not going to get those guys. Now, here is your dude, the shortstop.
I'll take if you're gonna give him to me, I'll take him.
I mean, the thing is, you can't change McGowan since he's a pitcher. You can't change McGowan to a shortstop. So basically, just cut him and we'll figure it out.
All right.
Now let's get to another trade, guys. Get to another trade opportunity here. We are moving on from Orlando Arcia.
Oh, the poor Orlando Arcia fans out there.
I do like Arcia. That's why I had him on this team. But for the Braves, he's having a great season this year. Couple seasons ago too, but we want Oscar Colas. We talked about him in the last episode. We want this guy as one of our outfielders, so we will trade Arcia to a playoff contending White Sox team and Alec Mills, so a veteran arm, for Oscar Colas. So just a little update here on the last couple players that we traded for. Tanner Bybee, not pitching too great with a 6 ERA. He's 0-3. I would anticipate a little bit better of a production there. John Kenzie Noel, though. +4 in contact against righties, +5 in contact against lefties. AAA numbers, 273 and 343 in 69 games. He's on his way up, man. He's on his way up. Sam Leone, an 18-year-old. I did not show you guys these player cards because then it would kind of give things away about how far we were in the season, but he was stuck down in single A. We will call him up to the AA level. You are giving me permission to upgrade Andrew Nardi because in real life, his numbers indicate he's not as bad as he is in this game.
He was in AA for you?
Yes.
So I said, let's get real a little bit. You definitely need the help on bullpen. And you're throwing me a bone with McKnight. So I will throw you a bone.
So we upgrade him to a 74. I thought that was a little high, but you thought it was okay, so we'll take it.
I mean, he's like one of the best relief pitchers in the league right now. Maybe it might be short-lived, but he's up there right now. So now you are trying to move James Paxton for something.
Yeah, and I don't want to take advantage of the CPU too much, but we do see Giancarlo Stanton is up on the board for being traded, which is crazy because the Yankees are in the postseason chase.
And he's hitting like 37 bombs a year still.
But it's the money. It's the money is the issue. They want to move the money because right now they're in negative. They're in the red. If you wanted to make a trade with them, you couldn't. They have to move Stanton in order to make trades.
Yeah.
But we do have this offer with the Padres. Morion, Kinnear, and Ornelas. Terso Ornelas. I'm not a big Ornelas guy. So I just don't see like where I'm going to have him. He's not going to be a fit for me. He's big. He's kind of a power hitting guy. Like, I just want this. I want pitching. So we're going to trade Anthony Gose and James Paxton for 2 younger pitchers to come on over here. I think it's a good move for us.
Yeah.
Crap out. Good stuff in.
All right. Yeah. So we are both struggling mightily. And after signing Jose Iglesias off the scrap heap,
and he was hitting very well.
Yeah, he got 100 at bats in AAA. I think he's ready to go. Right. Okay. And Marcano's struggling. Gonna let him maybe take a few more at bats there.
Got to figure it out.
In AAA. So, all right. I'm gonna say AAA Albany. That's our AAA team. I don't know where yours is, but that's where mine is. Okay. We have a rivalry here between the National League Mets and the AL Buffalo Saucers.
I'm just trying to think of somewhere in Florida, and I can't.
Oh, just pick one. we got rid of Tampa and Miami, so Fort Lauderdale, Port St. Lucie.
Disney? Because we're a joke.
Yeah, take it back. All right, so we got Jared Schuster on the mound today. Ooh, look at this play by Iglesias and Votto. Turning 2. So this is why we have Iglesias here. Plus his contact's pretty good. So we'll see if he can keep hitting at this level. And there's Tapia with a nice hit.
Wow. Oh, I thought Lindor had that. And
You know,
he made a great play.
That would be par for the course with me and Tapia. Okay. And there is Iglesias tracking that one. Rips a hit there to left field.
Continues to stay hot. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee grounding out there to McGill. He's going to throw to first. Move the runners up a couple feet. But Max Stassi, the lone all-star for the Saucers, is going to strike out. 2-1 pitch here to Joey Votto. And you press the button way too hard. You're so excited. You got a really good pitch to hit. And that will be an RBI single here for Buffalo. They stick out to the early 1-0 lead over New York. Good job by Joey Votto. Logan O'Hoppe. What's he got? Nothing. Fly ball out to right field.
Could have done some damage with that pitch.
Yeah. It's okay, though. It's all right. Francisco Alvarez. One of my favorite catchers, by the way. He's on my fantasy team.
Oh.
Base hit here. Vientos comes up next. Top third. Senzel tracking. Can't get there. It's going to be off the wall. But Jung-Hoo Lee is there. Alvarez rounding third and headed for home. That will tie the game up. Vientos with the RBI double. RBI number 12 on the season. Jeff McNeil grounds out.
No. No.
It comes out to bite you, man. It comes back to bite you.
We couldn't release it. They're going to give him a hit off of that? That's garbage.
Even the most perfect fielder like Iglesias can't handle that. But
He's rusty.
Great strikeout right there.
With the bases loaded.
Yeah, Schuster came up clutch right there.
Iglesias, though.
2 for 2.
That's why we have him on this team. He might actually be able to survive up here at the top of this order if he's going to hit like this. All right, Jung-Hoo Lee drawing a walk, so the offense is getting some things done. But Stassi, we're starting to press now with Stassi.
Yeah.
I have too much to live up to. And Votto chops one. Yeah. Okay. Double play.
Dang.
Yeah, let's get this into the 5th inning. Schuster's surviving here. But now, things are looking bad. Tapia, you are...
Dude, okay. But that wasn't your fault, though, because I just saw that. Like, that's all CPU. Like, it did a little magnetic pull thing that was happening. You got sucked into the animation. Seems like I'm talking about Madden at this point. That's just... I don't like that. MLB The Show. San Diego Studios.
Oh, whatever.
Fix your game. 3-1 game in the top of the 5th, and that's going to do it there for Jared Schuster.
Number 84. How did you end up with that number?
He's dunzos.
Yeah,
How do you end up with that number? It's like a spring training number.
Did he play wide receiver or something? High school? All right, it's Packy time. Packy time means runners steal bases.
Packy time means you need to pack it in.
Packy time means strike out on a slider. Jeff McNeil. Packy time means giving up hits to Pete Alonso.
Yes, it means pack it in, man. Senzel, get the throw off there, bud.
We're good.
It's all right. Rowan's going to score anyway.
Yeah.
Renfro, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
You didn't sign him?
Get some revenge on Hunter Renfro. You guys remember? He was supposed to sign with us.
Oh.
And then Packy time also means floating balls over the middle that Lindor can take it into the seats.
Yeah, goodbye baseball. It is 6-1, number 21 for Francisco Lindor. And as we jump ahead, guys, it is now 9-1. So they continue to tack on more runs, but Buffalo will get 2 more runs up on the board thanks to a 2-run shot by Nick Senzel. But as we jump to the bottom of the 9th inning, we got Tapia up. That's a ground ball, double play opportunity, and it will be turned. You're down to your last and final out. Jose Iglesias, ground ball. Alonso, little flip to Rayleigh, and the game is over. The Mets will beat you 9-3.
I just want to be able to hit the ball the other way with Tapia into the outfield. But it just goes to the third baseman or the shortstop every time.
I think we'd have to look and see if he's an opposite field hitter.
Maybe.
That's his tendency, maybe.
Well, it might not be. But
We
struck out 13 Mets.
The only hitter, they had only one hitter
Yeah.
for the Mets to not get a hit today.
Well,
How do you feel about that?
I don't, actually. I don't feel anything anymore. Dead inside.
Tapia went 1 for 5. Iglesias went 3 for 5. You think there's a change happening there for the leadoff spot?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. But Schuster gives up 4. Look at the K's, though. Barraclough rung up 4, and Hansel Robles is coming back. Go
It was
figure.
nice. It was
All right.
nice.
So you have a game here against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, 41 and 81. We are
Yeah.
40 games under 500. And what is this? Salvador Perez in a Pittsburgh Pirates uniform?
Doesn't look right
Dude,
to me.
what is happening with the Pirates? They are legit.
Well,
the
not-
record may not show it, but they're legit.
They've already called up Barb EQ
Yeah,
with the 1920s villain mustache.
he is a villain. He's a villain. Imagine your name being Barb. You know?
Yeah.
Oscar Colas. Look at this. This is why he's so tough. Okay? Barb EQ. He's going to throw 95, but then he's also going to drop a 69 mile an hour slider or a curveball, a 12-6. Like how do you hit that? How do you hit that? Colas will strike out, and that's the end of the first inning, right? So they do get one more out in that inning, and it's a clean one. So as we turn the tide over here to Benjamin Smith, who was a relief pitcher against the Dodgers. You guys saw him do well in that game. He gives up a 2-run shot here to Christian Walker. So again, these Pirates, they got Cabrian Hayes, they got Christian Walker, they got Salvi Perez. They're legit. They're legit. And then another 12-6 curveball. That Joey Gallo, he's got power, man. He can't even hit it. Here's Brown Jr. striking out, looking. Benjamin Smith will end the second inning with a K. Finally, we get a base runner. Thanks to Paul McIntosh, taking it the other way, just dropping it right in there into right field. So nobody down here. We are trying to steal off of Salvi Perez. And from one catcher to the next, Paul McIntosh is gunned down.
You got to make contact, though. You're doing like a little hit and run thing.
A little bit. Errol Robinson just couldn't get it done. Now, Salvi comes up, bottom third. Colas tracks it, makes the catch. He's got some decent speed out there in center field. Not a lot of speed, but it's respectable speed. So he's going to come on up here now in a 3-0 count. And Barb EQ. I don't even know how to say his last name. How do you say it? Like EQ? Is that what his last name is going to be? That's how we're going to say his name in gameplay is EQ.
You can.
This is the problem when we have donations. This is the problem. Now, Justin Dean, dude, we finally were able to time up the 12-6 curve. He threw that thing a little bit harder. I think it went 71 miles an hour. But, man, did we drill this thing with Jake Berger? I couldn't believe he made this catch. I had to check his speed rating just to make sure that it was legit. And it is. He's 94.
It's kind of pudgy for a 94 speed.
That's the problem with the show sometimes. They love their outfielders being like 5'11", 220, and they're just big. They're chunky. They're chunky dudes. So bottom four, Smith was on short rest here, so his energy is completely shot. Giving up base hit. I think he's done. So Jordan Hicks comes on out. He's got some good stamina rating, so he can go for a little bit longer. Gets a ground ball. Hot shot to Gallo. Joey, where are you going? Step on first. End of the fourth inning. All right. Gallo's up. I know, dude. It's just juicy, and we can't do anything with it. Because then he throws that 95, and you just... What are you supposed to do with it, man? You're just late on it all the time. So, top six we go. Another 12-6 curve. It's brutal. Oh, we got a hold of one. Dylan Moore.
Foul.
Brutal. Brutal. We could have made this thing 2-1, and it's 5.4 feet outside the freaking pole. 0-1 pitch. Curveball again.
It's because you didn't Carlton Fisk it.
Dude, I just can't lay off of it. Here's a great play in short. I don't know what to do.
Oh, we got a challenge, though? Yeah. Let's go for it.
Yep.
You are safe.
You beat it.
By a
Good
mile.
job. Good job, Dylan Moore. Now here's a fastball. 2-1 pitch. Colas. Deep drive to center. Not enough. 2 down. 2 down. Let's go number 3 hitter. Franmil. Base knock. Got a good piece of it. Right at him.
I don't know what else you're supposed to do with that one.
I can't do anything, man. 2-2 pitch. We're just trying to fire this thing right past Christian Walker. We are in a jam. We're in some trouble right here. So slider. Oof. Colas.
Yeah, he was playing deep.
Look at that. We got the blue.
Oh, he's
Got him, baby.
dead to rights.
Yes! Yes! Oscar Colas guns him out. That's Justin Dean. He thinks he's fast out
Got to
there.
lose some weight. Maybe he'd be 99 speed if he lost a couple LBs.
Look at that. The one hopper right to Jake Berger. Perfect throw from our new center fielder. I love it. I'm excited about Oscar Colas. Got to get that bat going a little bit.
Well, what are you going to do with Evan Carter right now?
Well, he's going to have to earn it. He's going to have to battle.
He plays left field.
So EQ is still in the game. Jorge Soler comes up, and normally he mashes against lefties, but he's going to drive this thing into the gap, the left center field gap, for a one-out double. That's going to do it.
Get a little bit of drama going.
Yeah, just there you go with that drama engine again.
Well, I mean, now when you have the relief pitcher in, that is when you have to feast.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So it's Buck Farmer. I think I should be able to handle Buck Farmer. If you guys saw the batting average for hitters going up against him. Miguel Cabrera, former Tigers, going up against each other.
Drama.
Yeah, baby.
To the wall.
Miggy,
You're
go.
gonna stretch this into
Get to
doing this.
third. Get a triple, big man.
Yeah, and you only did that because he had a triple and a box score, and you wanted to hit another one with Mickey. If you remember, it had a sim triple.
Yeah. I wanted it. I wanted it for the memes. It was stupid. Like, he needs to stay at second base right there. But, God, could you imagine if they just threw it offline just a little bit? Miguel Cabrera would have a triple. So, bottom 7, we got Miguel Castro on the mound, looking for the ground ball. He gets it. Great play by Dylan Moore up the middle. Can't quite twist the double play, but, man, what an effort right there. Robinson, got to get that throw off just a little bit faster. Got to get that turn. Got to get that transfer off. But Castro does get the ground ball back to him, and that will do it.
Wake up.
That'll do it. So as we go to the top of the ninth, Dylan Tate comes on. 0-2 pitch to Colas. Circle change. Outside and high. He pops it up. Reyes, ground ball. Right past third baseman Brian Hayes.
Now we got some drama.
Yeah, baby, let's go. The cleanup hitter's coming up, and that will be Jake Berger. Swing and miss. That slider low and inside. It was a tough one to handle, but now Jorge Soler, top 9, first pitch swinging, deep drive to center field, and just like how opening day ended this season, yeah,
Lots of drama.
it ended the same way. Great catch out in center field.
You didn't just pop up in the foul territory.
No.
It had to be a shot to straightaway center.
Good pitching matchup with our guys here tonight. Sun Sox, 1 run. Pittsburgh, 2 runs on 7 hits. We had 6. I thought it was a decent game for the pitching staff.
Well, hand it over to the rookie Barbecue.
Yeah, gotta.
Well, his middle initial is probably E. Barb E.
EQ.
Yeah. Well, Benjamin Smith gets the L. He drops to 1-5.
Yeah.
So he's having some issues.
Some of those, I think, were relief losses.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, he's listed right now as a long relief pitcher for you. But I don't know how I feel about that record right now.
He's got some growing pains to work through. Like, the one thing I think with pitchers especially is you can throw them out there and then they learn on the fly. Hitters, it's a totally different story. Like, you don't want to rush hitters. A la Spencer Torkelson. Perfect example, as the Detroit Tigers rushed him up there. And now he stinks. So, guys, that's it for the episode. Leave a like if you like this thing. Next time we see you, we will be finishing out the rest of the season. So, Season 2 is on its way out. We're going to prep for the off season. We're going to show you kind of who made the playoffs and who won the World Series and the awards. And
can Buffalo get a win in gameplay? That's the challenge in the next video.
Have you not had a win in gameplay?
No.
What?
We're like 0. Like, not, I mean,
against
the CPU.
So against us, you can beat us, but you can't beat the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a struggle.
So we can't beat you, but we can beat the computer.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's completely opposite.
Pretty much.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching. And peace.